mm, 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 mm. Little Coldplay, Waterfall. Good song.
I forgot my guitar. I was going to play Ozzy.
Oh, Ozzy, yeah.
Damn it.
Missed that Ozzy. Missed that Hulk Hogan. We'll talk about him. Passed away yesterday, age of 71. Very, very tragic, Frank. Speaking of tragic, Ghislaine Maxwell, it continues. We just found out that she was given limited immunity. We'll go over all the details on what exactly, what exactly that means. We're going to fill everybody in. Don't you worry. Stick with us. Plus the T app. Are you aware of the T app?
I am not.
It is a ladies only dating app where women can leave notes to other women on the dudes that they dated. So you could get to red flags faster.
But how do they know which guys to? Are they connected to like the other apps?
I'll fill you in. You got a lot of questions, and I like that, Frankie.
I do have
like
questions.
that. We got a lot of answers.
Right.
Speaking of which, the cause of death for Anne Burrell, very sad and tragic. We might throw in a couple miscellaneous topics here or there. And Aaron C. will be by later on for a very special game time episode. Let's get this thing going.
So did you watch Happy Gilmore too?
Not yet. Did you?
Yes.
Happy Gilmore review?
We could do a Happy Gilmore review.
Spoiler free?
If you want.
Okay. All right. So stay tuned for the Happy Gilmore. We'll pop it in somewhere, big man. I love it.
All right.
Love a Happy Gilmore 2 review.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start at the top with Ghislaine Maxwell. So I literally just learned like 30 minutes ago, maybe 40 minutes ago, as we had 2 days of the DOJ questioning her, and it would be a Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Blanche,
you mean the guy who represented Trump during the Stormy Daniels case?
Yes.
That same guy?
If you're new to the channel, that Frank's going to do that from time to time. Not a fan of the president.
No, it's all bullshit. This whole thing, I mean, they're going to do whatever they can to cover this up and make sure they make Ghislaine Maxwell happy so that she doesn't piss off Trump so she can get some kind of pardon or whatever.
So you think what you're saying is that the deputy AG, Donald Trump's former personal attorney,
right,
went in there to question Ghislaine Maxwell to make sure that she wasn't going to say anything bad about the president of the United States.
Well, she wants that pardon or whatever immunity or whatever the hell she's being offered. How else would she get it? By sucking up to Big Orange.
I'm going to go ahead and mark this down as a full-fledged conspiracy theory, Frankie C.
Mark it however the hell you want. I just think this is all shady bullshit.
Well, I, on the other hand, don't have an extreme hatred for the current president of the United States of America, and I can say that it's awfully suspicious. I don't even know why we're questioning Ghislaine Maxwell altogether when, time and time again, I've said this, they're sitting on thousands upon thousands of hours of footage, videotape, photographs, files.
Because who's in charge of all that? You think they're going to release all that?
We went from there's no need for further investigation to let's put together a limited pardon for one of the worst criminals we've ever seen so we can question her on God knows what. For why? What is Ghislaine going to say? Who is she going to name in that time that you don't already have in the 1,000 hours of footage, photographs, and multiple files, hard drives, everything that was confiscated from his homes throughout the entire course of those investigations?
Not who she's going to say. It's who she's not going to say.
Right. So you're saying that they got in a room together and a deal was presented to her of, hey, you keep the president's name out of this and maybe we'll get you out of here at some point.
That's the thought.
I don't know how anybody, Trump supporter or not, doesn't feel the exact same way. I mean, how could you? Because again, why?
What else could it? How else could any of this shake out?
Yeah, why go? Why send anybody there to question her? Why somebody that you've already convicted of these crimes? That she assisted in trafficking people to nobody.
Right.
Why do you need her to give you information that you already have in a box somewhere in FBI headquarters?
Trump, I wish her well. I wish her well. Why would he suck up to her, kiss up to her, unless he wants her to say the things that are going to exonerate him?
Yeah. Going back to, and by the way, she spent she was questioned for 9 hours over the course of 2 days.
According to release, I would love to see they have video of them questioning Epstein. Why not have the video of them questioning her?
Thank you. Why isn't there video? Why wasn't video released immediately?
Because they have to edit it first.
I mean, and did he go in a room with her? Now, he said she answered questions on hundreds of people. Right. But I don't know who was in the room. I don't know who wasn't in the room. And you know what? Even if there was video footage of this quote unquote deposition, I guess I don't know if it's an official deposition as much as it's a questioning, but even if there was footage, how do we know that they didn't have 5 minutes together right before or right after one of these little things where they got a chance to talk and work out one of those deals? How do we know?
Yeah. How do we know? And it's super. I mean, I don't know the procedures, so don't take it from me. But people are saying in the media, take it for what it's worth, that the assistant AG doesn't typically question people.
No.
This isn't the person that goes and does this sort of thing.
No.
But guess who he happens to be? Trump's former personal attorney. And I'm sure has some kind of allegiance and is going to make sure that certain things get asked and certain things get released and certain things don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The president was on the offensive today. He was taking questions because he was on his way over to Scotland.
Uh-huh.
And I have a clip that I'll share with you here from...
Is he hunting down... Is he going after Rosie personally?
It was all Rosie. Rosie did it all.
I'm going to bring her back so we could take away her... I'm going over there to take her passport away. Isn't she in Scotland or Ireland, maybe?
Somewhere over there. Ireland. Yeah. I'm an adult male, Frankie C, 42 years of age. It's been fairly successful. I own some cars. I got a house, 2 kids. I couldn't tell you who's in the UK and who's I have no idea. I don't.
Well, now that there's the UK and there's the European Union and then there was Brexit. And
be honest. Do you know who's in the UK? I think it's Ireland and England and maybe
British,
Scotland.
Ireland, Scotland.
Plus, I think there's like 4 or 5 other island/countries up in there, and that I just don't really know about.
Hey, people from the UK, help us out. Which countries are in the part of the UK?
But we're really busting down those American stereotypes, huh? I mean, just like I don't really.
Wait. Let me go get my cheeseburger and soda and put on my cowboy hat.
All right, Frankie. See, here's the president of the United States from earlier today. He was fielding some questions. He was asked once again about Ghislaine Maxwell and the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. Okay, so the question was, have you heard anything about the interview with Ghislaine Maxwell?
Well, I don't want to talk about that. What I do want to say is that Todd is a great attorney, but you ought to be speaking about Larry Summers. You ought to be speaking about some of his friends that are hedge fund guys. They're all over the place. You ought to be speaking about Bill Clinton, who went to the island 28 times. I never went to the island.
Do you maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot. All you have to do is take a look at the dossier, the fake dossier. Everything's fake with that administration. Everything's fake with the Democrats. Take a look at what they just found about the dossier. Everything is fake. They're
such a dick.
Okay, so that's the president from earlier. So a couple things I want to say before you lambast him.
Go for it.
Not surprised. The president has changed his tact. We went from 2 weeks ago, there's nothing more to investigate, and I can't believe you're talking about this, to gather around, everybody, and let me tell you who you should be looking at instead of me.
Well, just hear him the other day. He said it in front of everybody. Whenever they ask about Epstein, just go, oh, Obama and Clinton's and Biden cheated in the election. Just come back to them with that, and you'll see the cameras shut off. That's his. Now he just told you his strategy. So whatever he's asked about Epstein, he's going to pivot to, oh, you got to look at Obama and Clinton and Epstein and and Biden and Hillary. He's just going to pivot to Obama cheated on the election. What the hell are you even talking about? Cheated on what election? He wasn't even running against you ever, and you're an idiot. I mean, what cheated? Cheated what? How did they cheat? Who cheated and with what election? And what the hell are you even talking about? Are you muted?
Sorry. Again, if we're going to continue down this path of, I don't know what constitutes the UK. You expect me to know how to turn a microphone on after 20 years of doing this? If we're going to go down the path that the president has, or the way the president has handled this has been poorly.
Mm-hmm.
One can only assume that the Tulsi Gabbard Obama committed treason effort that was put out, when was that, last Friday?
Something like that.
Is only a part of this whole grand campaign to take everybody's eyes off the prize of
course,
you're holding all these Epstein files and information and 1,000 hours of footage, and you're not sharing what's truly in there.
Of course, it's a big distraction. That's all.
Because again, let's call me a MAGA supporter. I trust the president. I love him. Whatever he says doesn't matter. It's the Democrats' fault. That's what I believe. Okay. And I see the Tulsi Gabbard thing after the preceding couple of weeks of how he handled the Epstein thing. And now I start to see him answering questions going, you should look at the Democrats for everything. I'm going to start to be like, well, you lied to me. I can accept that you lied to me, even though I love you more than anything. You lied to me about the Epstein thing. And now you want me to trust the Tulsi Gabbard thing, which we still haven't seen the documents. Those have not been released public, except for the one. It was the graphic and the one document that proves that they did a 180, does not prove treason, proves that something changed. I haven't seen any other supporting evidence, to say that they pulled this off, or here's an Obama operative leaking a story here. There's none of that stuff. I'd love to see that stuff. And we would be seeing, if they were bringing a case against the Obama administration, we would be seeing some harder core.
Go ahead, bring it to court, please. I would love it.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think it's interesting to note Donald Trump's 180 on there. I can't believe you guys are talking about this still with all the success that we're having to, hey, everybody, let me tell you who you should be looking. And he, by the way, he repeated this at another time, saying to look at the Wall Street people, to look at those were his friends, that he wasn't really there, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Which is all fine and well and good, but why wasn't that your response weeks ago?
Yeah.
Where was that offensive?
Because he was trying to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, where was that offensive? It's not me. It's the Democrat stuff weeks ago.
Well, weeks ago, it wasn't known that his name was all over the files. Number one. Number two, their playbook weeks ago was there's no list, even though everybody knew there was a list, but they were trying to back there's no list story. Right. So they're not going to say there's no list, but look at the Democrats and Obama, because look at them for what? If there's no list, what are we looking at them for? So now that we know that there's names and his name is in there, now it's, well, there might be, there's names, but it's all fake. And look at the Democrats. So the playbook evolves as more bullshit is uncovered. So whenever the next lie is uncovered, the playbook will change again. But this time, they're going from, here's Trump's name in the Epstein files, But don't look at that. And if you look at that, it's all Obama and Biden because they have everything to do with it. I don't know what you're talking about. It's all Obama and Biden. Everything that's bad about me has been faked by Obama and Biden. It's like, what are you even talking about? You were best. It's known that you were like best friends with the guy for at least 10 years.
Yeah, I wish he would stop saying. I wish he would stop dragging the Democrats into this Epstein stuff.
That's his playbook. He needs an enemy. He needs his followers to rally behind an enemy, and it can't be him. So who's it going to be? It's either migrants or the Democrats, and he can't blame this on migrants. So it's the Democrats.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, fire that Clinton cannon. You know, why didn't he say yes? The rumor Clinton 28 was. He said. Oh, the president said Clinton's been there 28 times. What I had seen was 27 times. One time different, but that's long been a rumor that only has been proven through like flight logs and shit like that. And I don't even know if that was spelled out on flight logs as much as we know that the Clinton was on his plane a whole bunch of times for a tour and all this other stuff.
Hey, if he's in there too, pick him up.
Which you've said from the beginning. Frank's always 100%. Said that.
If he's involved, yeah, he deserves whatever the full extent of the law. 100%. If he's part of the whole mess, yes, take him away too. But it goes for everyone. Whoever's involved, it should be the same, no matter who it is.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Couple other things here which might be helpful. The House Oversight Committee has also subpoenaed Ghislaine Maxwell, so she may have to go and speak to Congress, which would help find any discrepancies in what Todd Blanche, Assistant Deputy Attorney General, said today,
maybe or did today. But if it's the same playbook. And it's, hey, Ghislaine, we'll give you this pardon, but you have to say this, this, and this.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what happened, but who knows? We don't know. That's the problem.
We don't know. The pardon, by the way, was anything that she says on that day can't be held against her in the future. So it's not like she got any early time or anything like that. But that the pardon today was that nothing she says today can
further incriminate her.
Right, exactly. So I don't know. Again, it feels unnecessary to have somebody convicted of a crime tell you all the things that you could probably find out if you just went back into all the evidence that you've collected from his homes.
I agree. So why even send? Because I feel like he had to go there before anybody else talked to her. That's it. So why else would you send the Assistant Attorney General there to talk to her? If, again, like you said, if there's you can find everything because if someone else goes and talks to her,
right, and
gets information that, it just seems like they had to get to her first.
You know what's interesting about that too? Let's play devil's advocate for a second and pretend like the president and Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche are all above board and they're there for justice, right?
It's a big if.
Let's assume there's nothing stopping her from just bringing it up and saying, "Hey, you tell your boy, I'll keep him out of everything. I won't say a word if you work on my getting out of here early."
Yeah, that's exactly
there's nothing stopping her from starting that conversation is what I'm saying. It didn't have to necessarily come from their end.
Exactly. Yeah. What do you think? She's probably going to be after a pardon and she's going to do everything she can to get it.
Yeah.
You're missing some stuff in the chat here. There's I'm
on it. I got
membership. You got them all?
Yeah.
I got Paul. He threw okay, go for it then. Whatever.
Wrapping up this thing. The House committee, the Congress also okayed a subpoena for Bill and Hillary Clinton, along with some other people. Now, that subpoena doesn't actually go into effect until James Comer puts it into effect. But usually they put these things to a vote first before the committee chair can put it into action. And it's already been like, okayed. It already got the approval. So we could potentially see the former president and first lady be subpoenaed over this as well, which would certainly make it would make things interesting. I would love for them to have to answer questions publicly about all of this to finally get to the bottom of it, because they've been the worst when it comes.
Bring them in. I'm for bring everybody in.
Exactly.
Go over everything. Show us the files. That they keep saying transparent. Oh, the most transparent. But if you were, you'd release the names or the list.
And it would be interesting to see what the Clintons say about Trump's involvement in all of this and what would come from that. But if that really does happen, Frankie, that takes it to a whole new circus level, whole new level of circus.
This is it's going to get to crazy town.
Yeah, it really is. So we got those couple of things to look forward to, which is nice. We've got breaking news, Frankie C. Massive breaking news.
It's a cuck alert.
It's we don't have a breaking news.
The closest thing we got.
The closest thing we got, everybody.
Okay.
We really should invest in one of those like swooshery dudes, like that.
Oh, how do we do that?
Breaking news.
Do I need to like hold up a computer screen and do it like an animation?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Like that somebody else already has, and just hold it up as ours.
Actually, if you could just draw on a piece of paper, breaking news. Doesn't even have to be paper. It could be a napkin. We'll put some whooshes in.
Yeah, that'd be good. Why did they do Morse code stuff? All right.
Paul says in a super chat, thank you, Paul. Aunt Meghan is canceled. Is this right? Is this true? And how did I miss this if this was really happening?
Canceled.
But
so you have the Meghan Markle show or whatever on Netflix. Well, it was in like 400th place, right?
383. I'll never forget that number, my friend. 383. Between Paul and Christella, I don't know. I was amazed that they were able to keep it in for that long. But I was trying to just wrap up that segment there.
Like she said.
Yeah, totally.
They were yelling at you in the chat, man. They were trying to get your attention.
I know. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. My
Paul
apologies.
threw in a super chat, which we appreciate. Thank you, Paul.
Appreciate that always. All right, let's see.
And there's also I think, who gifted a subscription too. Someone.
That'd be our main man, Fly NY.
Is that Fly NY doing that? Yeah, there it is.
Tell the people, Frank. Tell them what to do.
So the next person that signs up, could be you, is getting a free 1 month membership courtesy of Fly NY. Could be you if you sign up for our membership down below on YouTube. Link below. Just pick there's 3 levels. Pick the first one, and it could be on Fly NY.
That's really nice. And if you don't get the Fly NY membership, join anyway. It's $2.99 for the love of God. You can't even get a coffee for that, Frankie. Not even like the middle of the country.
Can't get much for that.
You can't even get an empty coffee cup for $2.99 in New York right now. That's, so that's a good little thing there. Okay, so Meghan has been canceled. Does anybody have the story on this? Because I do not. I mean, I'm pulling it up right now as we speak. But if anybody, do you know what's going on here, Frankie C?
I don't know more than Meghan is canceled.
Okay, Laura says the Netflix deal will not be renewed.
So what did we get? 2 seasons of the Meghan Markle experience?
We haven't even gotten the second one yet, which I had to say, I actually had to correct people in the comments section of one of our highlights, because they were like, how did she get renewed for season 2 and she's in 383rd place? And I'm like, technically she did not get renewed. They filmed 16 episodes and then only put out 8, and then decided to wait and see what happened before they were going to put out the other 8. And so that's what it is. So people hear season 2 is coming and they think, oh, that show must be doing well. No.
Are the 8 bonus episodes going to be a special DVD when you get the box set?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Well, how many times do they film TV shows and then they just cancel them and they just never air what they filmed. So
That's true, I guess.
Okay, let's see. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's deal with Netflix will reportedly expire later this year. An industry insider confirmed to People the contract will not be renewed.
Go.
Projects for the couple included With Love, Meghan and Harry, and a Meghan docuseries.
Out here.
Several other outlets are reporting that the $100 million Netflix deal will not be renewed when it expires later this year. They signed the contract in 2020, but it will not continue, said Hollywood Insider to People magazine. The move reflects a shift in Netflix's broader business strategy, according to the outlet. I think they're shifting strategies to go for successful projects in the future because
It's an interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
we're going to try dog shit for a little while and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll put out just the worst, whatever we could find. Maybe people they'll go for it. Who the hell knows?
We watched The Producers last night. And we thought, let's try that for Netflix. Let's see if we could just put out bombs and make more money,
Right?
Yeah. An anonymous source told The Sun that there's no animosity from either side and that things have just run their course. Yeah. Okay. All right. They shelled out $100 million for fucking nothing. You're telling me
$100 million? How did that cost $100 million?
Well, to be fair, it's $100 million over 5 years.
That's still not fair. All right, so that's $20 million a year.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have taken a flyer on them for $20 million a year. The 5 years that hurts. But if you told me I could get a former royal for 20 mil in a year, I probably would take that stab if I'm Ted Sarandos.
But she's not a former royal.
No, she is not. But she had enough heat going into this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was a nobody.
There was a reputation there, and she could have, it could have been something. But
I get it. Like you go, oh, but we'll put her in a movie or we'll put her in a limited series or something. And then she says she wants to do a cooking show. And you think everybody has a cooking show. How could we? Yeah, we'll put her in a cooking show. Sure. Like how bad could that be?
That's the move, though. You put her in a series of some kind. Meghan Markle joins this fucking show, whatever the hell it is. And then for a season or whatever and see how the ratings go up. Do the ratings go down? Does it help? You test the waters there.
Right. Because you might be able to make that work. You might have her in the fifth lead or whatever might help your show out a little bit more.
Put her in the season of The Flash or whatever the fuck's going on over there.
Yeah. Okay. People magazine, a season of, that would have been great. Season of The Flash. Was that was that The Flash carrying Meghan Markle? I think it was. Fastest cameo ever.
Could have been.
Let's see. What does People have to say? Need to know, blah, blah, blah. I think I just told you that. Can we skip to the what it means section? No, they don't tell you. Okay. Do we want to read the whole People thing? I don't think so. I think we got it, right?
I think we got the gist. Canceled.
Yep. They mentioned the 383rd place.
Now you think she'll shop it around to like Hulu and whatever the other ones are, Tubi and stuff?
Yeah, I wonder. Well, she went from Spotify to Lemonada, so she did go
to Netflix, so that's something.
So Tubi can only be next. Yeah, basically.
Tubi or not Tubi.
Yeah. This feels so like I didn't want the cancellation to go this way. I wanted it to be.
What did you want?
I don't know. More fireworks, I guess. They're just like, we're not renewing the deal. I wanted them to be like, we're cutting off all ties with these people. We've lost our shirts. It's fucking ridiculous.
You wanted a bunch of people to lose money and their jobs and everything right in the middle.
No. Well, they're losing money. I have nothing to do with that. I just wanted it's different when you say, we're not renewing this, or it will not be renewed. It sounds like a mutual agreement, which pisses me off. I wanted them to be like, you're fine. Like it's over.
You wanted to be a harsher firing.
A more honest firing. Yeah. Yes. I guess they can't because you always want to leave the door open if for whatever whatever. I guess that's
Yeah, it's not like she pissed everybody. She just, they knew what the show was. It's not like they got baited. They didn't get baited, the whole bait and switch.
I think they got bait. I think. Did you honestly think it would be as bad? I mean, you didn't watch a lot of it, only the clips we've seen. But did you think it could be that shitty?
Me? I don't know. But if I'm Netflix, I'm not approving a show without knowing what it is. They had to know what they were signing up for.
I don't know, but I have to be fair. I might have given her. I could see how this happened, because again, she was an actress. She was terrible on Suits. She's the worst part of Suits.
Did you see her on Suits? You didn't even watch the show.
I did. Oh, you know what I realized? I'm sorry. We never put the comments on the. That's why I got so used to reading it on our own screen and not our.
I can't even see it on my screen. It's so tiny.
Not the behind the scene. I would have gotten to this a lot sooner. But anyway, she held her own. Then she was the darling of the royal family. Before they were married, everything was newsworthy. You didn't see the cracks in her just yet. So
I don't know if she's the darling, but she wasn't. I feel like
Kate's the darling, right? Yeah, Kate's always.
But she wasn't the whatever. What she, the outcast,
right? But you got to figure she handles the media scrutiny well going into the wedding. She's an actress. She should be able to handle a cook. They've literally given a cooking show to everybody. I mean, everybody has a cooking.
Do we do a couple episodes?
I bet you would kill it. Everybody likes watching people cook shit.
There's a guy, I don't know, every now and then he comes up on my Facebook feed where it's just a short order cook at a diner or a restaurant, and he's just making breakfast. And it's like, literally, I'm sitting there for 15 minutes watching this guy. He's cooking eggs, he's making hash browns, pancakes, and he's just putting plates together and putting them in the window, hitting the bell or whatever. And he's just cooking, and it's like, I'm just mesmerized. I'm just watching. You don't see him. He's got one of those like a GoPro on his head,
Oh, okay.
And you just watch his hand. You watch him cooking in front of the flat top.
Oh, it's his view. It's his view of everything.
It's his view. He's making breakfast. He's putting plates together like tables, and he's got bacon, and he's making an omelet, and he puts it in the window, and it's just him getting tickets, reading the tickets, and making the. And I'm like sitting there. I'm just mesmerized. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm locked on here.
Yeah. There's nothing like watching a chef work. Nothing like it. And I would even argue that a short order cook is probably more difficult because of the diversity of stuff that they're handling.
Yeah. Well, this guy, it's breakfast stuff. So it's like, I never see him do anything but breakfast. So it's like
even still,
eggs, pancakes, French toast, that kind of stuff. But it's more than I could do, nonstop like that.
I was just gonna say, you ever have? I mean, I rarely, maybe around the holidays, but you ever have to cook breakfast for like 6 people or even 4 people? Like, it's not really. You never have?
I don't think I can't. If I have, I can't. I don't remember ever cooking for that many. No, probably not.
Yeah, I'm telling you, once there's 6 people in the room, like if you're cooking for 5 other people, stuff starts to get complicated. You're trying to time eggs and toast. And then you realize, oh, I can't cook. I have to cook eggs in like 2 shifts. I don't have the, and then you got to time the toast and the butter the toast. And then you didn't take the butter out.
That's the big part of it. The timing is a mother.
The whole thing. Yeah. So those cooks they're amazing. And they got the spatula, and it's like clink, 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 clink. It's just.
I totally just erased the fact that I worked in a deli and used to make breakfast for people all the time. I used to make egg sandwiches every day, every morning. We used to, and it would be like 4 or 5 sandwiches. I'd have to make them and send them up to the counter. Yeah, so I did do that.
Were you cooking or making the sandwich? Were you or going back and forth?
Cook the sandwich, put it together, wrap it up, and give it to send it up to the counter.
So you did what this guy does. Maybe that's why you're so fascinated by it.
Maybe it wasn't as intricate. All I did it was usually just egg sandwiches, like eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese on a roll or something. Yeah. I mean, every now and then you get a weird order, but it wasn't pancakes. It wasn't, French toast or hash brown. It was just egg sandwiches.
You just had a RoboCop moment. You just had a little. Oh, I had a former life. I had a whole thing going on there.
My error 404 file not found just deleted, and all of a sudden, a memory retrieved, and it just like popped back in.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I did that for a long time, and I can't remember. I'm thinking in my house. I never really did that. Like, I always did it at work. So,
good question coming in from Laura or Frankie. Can you make sauce?
I never have, but I feel like I can.
What the fuck?
I think I know how to do it, but I've never have.
I can't believe you've never made breakfast for more than 5 people in your own home. That's shocking to me. I mean,
I don't even have 5 people in my home.
Yeah, I know, but you have your brother, your mom, your dad, your wife's mom and dad, your wife's sibling. I feel like they
don't live here.
I know they don't live there.
What do you want from me?
You never had like a brunch or something? You never had to put something together?
Yeah, at a restaurant we have a brunch. What do you think? I'm pouring mimosas over here?
Yeah, I feel like, at least one time you get caught up. You've been there for like 14 years.
Shut up.
And you've never made sauce? You've never made your wife wait, Aaron's not Italian. What's Aaron's background? See, I don't see race. I don't think about race, people. That's my best friend's wife for 30 years, and I don't even know what she is.
So what are you asking for?
Well, now I'm curious. I'm trying to make a point.
What's the point?
My point is, I don't think she's not Italian, is she? I don't think so.
No.
Fuck, I can't even remember her maiden name. Can you remember any of our friends' maiden names? Only one, because we called her that. That was it.
Yeah, I remember I feel like I remember
Janine's is kind of cheating because I know her brother's last name.
I know Janine's, yeah. I know the Pennsylvania maiden name. I know.
What's Leanne's maiden name?
No, I don't know.
Well, it was our Pennsylvania's friend's name. I don't know.
You don't even know that one.
Oh, no, I remember now. Okay, I got it. It took me a second. Anyway, my point is, your wife's not Italian. I don't think she makes sauce or grew up in a house like you or I grew up in. You never made sauce for her? Like, honey, so you take it easy. I'm going to make you some Sunday dinner. I'm going to get the bread.
Do I have to break into the, hey, honey, I'll make you the fucking thing with the fucking bakaka. Do I have to do that when I make the sauce?
All the best cooks are men. Everywhere you go, men. The best cooks. Do you remember that scene in Donnie Brasco when he's cooking chicken?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't remember? He's making cocoa ben, and he's like, "Oh, wherever you go, even Italy, the best chefs are men." I'm like, "What's this guy fucking talking about?"
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
I saw that movie once, and that was it.
You really, Donnie Brasco? I fucking love that movie. Frankie C is. I don't know if Frankie C is.
No, I glitched out. What happened?
Is glitching, or if I'm glitching?
What's going on?
I was zooming in. I was trying to break the glitch.
The glitch.
You only saw Donnie Brasco once?
I'm not a big mafia movie person. That's not my genre.
Anyway, why don't you make your wife some sauce one day?
Maybe I'll make her some sauce. I'll make some sauce.
That would be great.
Whenever we have stuff, we go to my mom's. We go. She still makes the sauce every Sunday.
All right. But you got to learn how to make sauce one day. I mean, you just got to. You don't want to learn from your mom?
I know how to make it. I just never have.
All right, Frankie. See, I think Paul is directing the show now. No,
all right, Paul. We got to follow Paul.
We'll skip down to Anne Burrell. I'm glad we're doing this now because it's very depressing. And Anne Burrell, she took her own life.
That's sad. That's terrible.
Isn't that fucking just sad? And I'll tell you why it's even a story at all to begin with. Because when we found out that she passed away, I remember reading that story and recalling that the night before she was found dead, she was at a comedy show where she did like a bit on stage, and like everybody was like, she was in great spirits.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like this is a theme on this show, Frank. It's one of those things I really have a hard time accepting. I can't understand why, or I know it happens, but I don't understand. It doesn't compute to me how you go from this high and you're in front of people and you're giving and you're entertaining.
Because it's on the inside, man. It's something where it's not shown. Your depression or whatever you're going through, you hold it in. And when you might be able to either one of two things happen. Either you forget about it shortly for a little bit, or it's always there and you're just putting on a mask. And for people, and either way, it's sad because there's always anybody that's watching the show that feels that or has that going on. There's always help. There's always another way.
Yeah.
Look, there's plenty of help. There's a helpline that you can call. Go to your friends. Go to your family. There's everybody. There's people willing to help all the time.
Start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
I'm not saying that's why I started the podcast, but whatever. Let's move on.
You're not saying it's not why you started the podcast.
Yeah. There was a report that there were pills nearby her, and she died of acute intoxication due to combined effects of diphenhydramine, ethanol, cetrazine, and amphetamine. So not what's the fentanyl, which seems to be the thing.
Yeah. So this wasn't an act. I mean, I don't know what dose, what all those things are for. This wasn't like an accidental overdose, right? This was if you're taking these things, that's the point is for.
And she was in the shower. She was in the shower. They found her, and her husband found her in the shower. She just got married 3 years ago. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, all those, like, you think about all those things, like successful career, finally finds love. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Everybody's going. There's people that are going through struggles. You have no idea, and it's hard. That's the sort of thing that you would never know sometimes, unless they come forward and tell you or something. So that's, if you're going through that, you gotta tell someone, because you have to get some kind of help, because it gets better. There's a way to get it to make it better.
Yes. And if anybody's watching or listening, you could always text. You could text me. You could DM me on any of our social platforms. I'm not doing anything important.
No, he's not.
If you're sad and you're feeling down, just shoot me a message. I'll be there for you. I got nothing else to do.
That's very nice.
Yeah. But don't just go hi and then not say anything else. Like, I'm not going to fucking answer those. I'm still not answering those messages.
You should answer those. That's just rude, man.
Yeah, put it all in the first thing. And I'm thinking about offing myself. Okay. As soon as I see that notification, I'm going to answer that.
Yeah. Except
on Truth Social. Don't message us there. I don't check that inbox. I don't know how to do that one, but everywhere else.
I don't even know why we're on that.
Yeah. I only check the Threads one, because the Threads one comes in through my Instagram and Facebook, or else I never go to, I don't even know where that app is on my phone anymore, but we still keep putting crap up there. People keep reacting to it there. So, you go where the people are, Frank. What the fuck, what do you want from me?
I didn't say anything.
It's sad about Anne Burrell. I don't know what topic to go to next. I'm waiting for Paul to cue me up here.
What is the T app?
Cool. Okay, you want to do the T app before we remember Hulk Hogan? Okay.
Or remember Hulk Hogan. We could do that.
Well, now you got to decide. Pick one.
Hulk Hogan. Fine.
Okay. I don't have feelings. I don't cry. However, the Hulk Hogan loss hurt a little. I felt that. Yeah, yesterday I told D took the kids to a water park, and Cuddles took the kids to a water park, and so they weren't here when I found out. And when I found out, I was like, I'm just gonna watch every. And I texted Cuddles, I go, when the kids get home, tell them we're going to watch every single Hulk Hogan match ever. And I'm going to explain to them the full history of Hulk Hogan. So when they got home, I put on Hulk's
old full history.
I was going to give them the whole thing.
The last 20 years?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No,
don't tell them any of that.
Okay, you want to know what's hysterical about this, though? I
Come
guess
on.
you told me this the other. You know what's crazy? We were talking about Hulk Hogan like a week ago. Remember with Bubba the Love Sponge? He said he wasn't doing well, or he was on death's door, and we
That's
found out
right.
that it was bullshit. It wasn't true. By the way, it's still not true. He had a neck procedure. He was dealing with some difficulties and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but he was
This
more
was
than
a
fine.
cardiac arrest, right?
Yeah, it had nothing. He was like up and he did. I saw a video of him between the time that Bubba said what he said and when he died. He looked fine. He looked exactly like himself. He doesn't. He did. You know. He looked. You know. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah. So you kind of just like put that aside and go, oh, Hulk's fine. He's gonna be fine. He was opening up a restaurant. We talked about that, and then just boom, cardiac arrest, done, gone, over. So it was like a little, I was like, it was a little like, damn. And I just started watching all his old matches and getting just so nostalgic feeling, just like,
Oh, when we were kids, you watched wrestling and you waited. You waited for the Hulk Hogan match. You didn't know when it was coming, and you were like, you waited for that. I am a real that. You waited for the song to come on. You're like, all right, now we're into it. Here we go.
Yeah. And
That was the match.
So funny. So I just watched the document. They made a documentary on Peacock about WrestleMania 9 because it was an outlier compared to all the other WrestleManias. Like they tried to do it in Vegas and it was just so crazy and bizarre. And the end was historic in wrestling because Hulk Hogan wasn't in the company when they booked WrestleMania. Then he comes back and of course they're going to put him on the bill, but he's not really fully back. He's tag teaming with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, which is like he's so beneath Hulk Hogan. It's just like he just wanted to work with his buddy. He's not really fully into it. It's weird. And so the guy at Caesar's Palace where they're hosting it is like they're booking it, they're gonna do it, and they're asking about ticket sale updates, and ticket sales are a little slow. And he's like, do they know Hulk Hogan's going to be there? And they're like, yeah. And so they make a bigger deal out of Hulk Hogan to be there and they start selling more tickets and all that. And then so they're going over the show. You're getting close to the actual WrestleMania and they're going over the show. And the guy's like, I don't understand. How is Hulk Hogan going to win the championship? And they're like, oh no, he's not. He's in a tag team. It's going to be Bret Hart and Yokozuna. And the guy's like, wait, you want to host an event at my building and the biggest hero in the world is not going to be the hero and win? The guy's like, what are you, fucking crazy? And so
Right.
he's like, and the guy who doesn't know anything about wrestling is like, trust me, before this is all said and done, you're going to figure out a way to have Hulk Hogan holding up that belt at the end of this. And that's exactly what they wound up doing. This weird fluke thing that every hardcore wrestling fan was pissed off about because Hulk Hogan came in after Yokozuna beat Bret Hart and he comes in and pins Yokozuna, the new champion, 46 seconds after he won the title. From everybody was so steaming pissed. But the pop this man got, like you said, when you hear that music, I watched like 10 of his matches yesterday. That music comes on, the crowd in the arena or stadium, wherever they are, absolutely just loses their shit.
It's a show. The guy was that was a routine that never got old back in the day. It was just that was wrestling. If there was no Hulk Hogan, wrestling would have been 50% of what it was.
It's unbelievable. Like there's very few entities in the world that completely lift up the thing that they are a small part of.
Right.
Like Hulk Hogan and wrestling, you just don't see. I would say the next thing is Tiger Woods and golf. Like
Michael Jordan, basketball. It's every sport has its big hero. Wayne Gretzky, hockey, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth. There's a million baseball. But
it's nuts. And all those people you just named are legends and they work really hard. I don't know if they work harder than a professional wrestler because of the abuse that they put their body. Like it's worse than golf.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's
worse
golf,
than football. Yeah, it's the worst.
Football's major abuse as well.
But you know what though? Football's not really had that. Football has come up. There's superstars. There's Pat Mahomes, and you could make an argument for Elway and Marino, I guess, back in but the football has always had stars. And they've never had that one thing. Like, who it is right now? Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark and the WNBA. Right, she is taking that entire league to massive new levels, and it's nobody but her.
Yeah, no, that's true. I feel every sport has its big names. Wrestling, he was a legend. Hulk Hogan, you got Macho Man, you got Andre the Giant, the Ultimate Warrior. There's there's a lot of them, but Hulk Hogan was the very top before it came out that he was a terrible whatever. But
nice. Let's talk about that. Before this is over, remind me to tell you what my kid said. We addressed the Bubba the Love Sponge things 2 weeks ago, and Frank goes, "Oh, the racist stuff." And I was like, "Wait, Hulk Hogan said racist stuff?" And he was like, "Yeah." And in the chat, I look in the chat. This is like, he's a racist and all these things. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I still to this day did not go back and look and see what it was. But as I was reading stuff about him as he passed, they inducted him into the wrestling Hall of Fame, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot they had a wrestling Hall of Fame." A real Hall of Fame for a fake sport is just so funny to me. But anyway, it just seems so fictitious. They act like it's the biggest honor in the world when one of them gets inducted. Like,
it's like acting. It's the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's this skill to faking all this stuff.
You're totally
it's the same
right,
deal.
right?
It's all acting.
It's so funny to me that they're like, it's like, I did it, like you, yeah, okay, but it's all.
What would be funny?
Yeah,
what would be funny is if you took the wrestlers from like the WWE and all that and made them do like Olympic style wrestling
to see how they would do. Yeah,
to see how they would do, like maybe even up against Olympic athletes.
I would say there may be 3 guys, I think, out of the hundreds or thousands of wrestlers that there have been. I think 3 guys could maybe hang with them.
Yeah, well, I think the difficulty would be that, I mean, 2 things. One, they don't know how to do it, I guess. The WWE guys wouldn't know how to do the Olympic stuff, but to their advantage, they're huge. So I feel like the Olympic wrestlers are going to have a problem lifting these guys, tossing these guys around.
Yeah, but they're like squirrely. Like they just they wrap around your legs and shit, take you down. Like they know what the fuck they're doing too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm reading the Hall of Fame thing, and it says they inducted Hulk Hogan into the Hall of Fame. Maybe it was 2015, and then they kicked him out of the Hall of Fame in 2020 for racist comments. Or it didn't say what it was. It said for undue, something conduct, bad conduct or whatever. And I was like, oh, that must have been the racist thing. So I don't know. There's something about he was proven to be a racist and removed from the fake Hall of Fame.
I know there's some stuff. The only thing I could remember off the top of my head is there was like a recording of him telling his daughter or something that he doesn't want her dating black people. But without we're using the bad words.
Okay, that's what he said. All right, because I didn't really. Yeah, that's
something along those lines. And
how did that get out? How did that get his daughter?
Someone recorded
to his daughter. That's
I think that could be it, but I don't remember how it got out. But I remember that was part of it, and then the whole Bubba the Love Sponge crap. There's so much controversy that then he became all MAGA and all this stuff.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was at the. Oh, you guys hate him for the MAGA thing. I can't. None of that. I can't. I still love the guy. It's not about what he said in his life or what he was. The character is what you just loved Hulk Hogan coming in to save the day.
A childhood thing, yeah.
As a child, that was our person. There was nothing.
But it's all
better
tainted
than that.
with that. It's all tainted. It's like
no, it's not tainted.
It is.
Still your memories.
You love the Cosby Show, but it's like you can't. Can you watch it without thinking of all the
It's hard to watch. Yeah, it's hard to watch.
I mean,
but I do I don't watch his stuff, but I did catch a clip of his old stand up, and I just remember thinking, oh, I used to love this so much. It's still great material. The material's still great.
Sure, but where it's coming from, it's piece of shit stuff.
That's what I'm saying. The material's still funny. It's still there, despite what was going on. You know,
I know, but when it comes from a piece of shit, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's you can't. How could you watch? It's hard to. You can't square the two.
But I I was going back and watching it because I didn't, I didn't know any of this stuff yet. So I was watching it all, and I would still watch it today. To be honest, it's childhood to me. It sucks, but it is,
Yeah.
Same thing as I could probably watch a Cosby thing if somebody left it on. I wouldn't be like, you have to take this off the TV. I would sit there and watch it with them.
Mm.
But anyway, yeah, the pop and everything, and just like all the little phases. Oh, you could like when he started using Hulkamaniacs, and the merchandise started. You started to see the merch come together, and then the bandana had printing on it, and all.
I hated when he went bad, when he was Hollywood Hulk, and he flipped to like the bad guy side.
Yeah,
that was like, come on.
That's the funny thing about it. He invigorated that sport twice. The first time when he slams Andre the Giant and just rises to this insane popularity, and then he completely falls off. And then when he became a bad guy, that was everybody tuned back into that, because I was already not watching wrestling, and I remember hearing about it and being like, what was that? Like, he's a bad guy,
right?
It was just because the whole way they rolled that storyline out was so revolutionary.
Yeah, NWO and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, the hook was it was a bunch of WWF guys, and then they get fired from WWF and nobody knows, and then they show up on the WCW's thing, but they weren't like, oh, I'm here now with their tights on. They were just sitting in the crowd, and they were coming over the fence, and they were being tackled by security. So you're like, holy shit, did that guy lose his mind? It was like, is this real or not real? Or we just saw him as Razor Ramon. Now he's in street clothes and he's acting like this. And then he takes a microphone, and is he really hijacking the show? And then by the third time, it's part of a gimmick. But now you're like, well, what else is going to happen?
How did the camera know to be there at that moment?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Wow. What are the odds?
Yeah, but it was at the time you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, nobody had seen anything like this, and the internet wasn't as strong back then, so you couldn't just go online and see that it was a work going on,
Right.
But anyway, so the kids come home, and they're 2 minutes in. They're watching a match with me, and they're like, my son looks at me and goes, I don't get it. Like, what? And I'm like, yeah, they're not really hitting each other. And he's like, wait, they're not really hitting it? This is not real? I'm like, no, it's like a performance kind of thing.
Oh, you ruined it.
Nah, people kind of knew.
You didn't know that when you were a kid?
Maybe not when I was 5, but I think you kind of learn at some point,
All right, so what did he say?
He's like, then why do people watch it? I was like, because it's a story and you want to know what happens next, kind of a thing. And they're doing like these amazing things. They're these tremendous athletes and all that stuff. And he's like looking at it and he's like, yeah, Dad, I'm sorry. Like, this sucks. Like, he's just like, he doesn't. And I'm like, wait, all right, hold on. I'm like, look at this guy. So I go back to Andre the Giant. I'm like, look how big this guy is. I'm like, Hulk Hogan is big, and this guy's so much bigger. I was like, would you believe it if he picked him up and slammed him? He's like, I guess. I'm like, well, it was amazing when it happened. I'm like, we all couldn't believe it. I was like, it was unbelievable. I was like, and then he did all these great things, and then he took on Sergeant Slaughter in Iraq, and he was just like, he's like, wait, he came over from Iraq? I go, no, he was a guy. He was pretending like he was from Iraq. He's like, why?
Why would he do that?
Yeah, I'm like,
why would he say he's from a place that he's not from?
Yeah. And you don't realize how stupid you are until you're trying to explain to a 9-year-old what you cherished as a child. And he's looking at you like, are you fucking crazy?
Like, where's my iPad? Like,
So you remember the first time you realized your parents were real people and they weren't superheroes? I saw that in my son's eye times a billion. Like, he just knew, like, oh,
you let him down. Oh, yeah, I get it. My father's stupid.
He looked at me like, why am I looking up to you? I gotta get real heroes, Dad. This is not working.
Oh boy, that's a letdown.
All right, the T app, Frankie C.
What the hell is this?
I find this endlessly fascinating. I think this is unbelievable where society is going. Somebody invented this T app where women could go on and share notes on the men that they have dated. And you had to show your, as like a two-part of this story. That's amazing enough. We're going to talk about that. But you have to show your ID in order to prove you're a woman, because it was for women only.
Right.
Women only. And they had a data breach now. And so all the members of the T app, which was like the T app shot to number one on the.
I never even heard about this. And all of a sudden, there's already a data breach.
Is number one. And then literally a day later, data breach. All their members' photo IDs are now exposed on the dark web or wherever. I don't even know where else to go, but they're out there. Yeah, for everybody. Isn't that crazy?
That sucks.
Yeah.
Now, is there like what happens there? Because, like, let's say you're, someone who's signed up to this T app thing, and now you the data breach. I mean, as someone who's signed into the app and is like your data is now out there. Is that like, is the T app responsible? Is there a lawsuit? Someone's got to. I mean, I'm sure there's like a class action.
Probably.
All the people whose data was now stolen is now.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell happens?
It's one of those things, though, right? Where it's like you probably signed something that you're not going to sue them if they have a data breach in the million-page thing that you just scroll past and go, "Yep,
which is insane." That's just insane. Those things are crazy.
I know, they really are.
Are they as airtight too as like if you click the I agree thing? Is that airtight, or is that like in court you can go, nobody's reading this, and then case dismissed, clink, like what?
Yeah.
I wonder if
it's been argued and won that argument of nobody's
reading this, right?
You can't expect them to read and sign a legal document like this, but yeah, I think that's one.
All right, so there you go. So those things, I'm not saying not to read them. I'm just saying like that in court, I don't know how airtight they are.
Yeah, but what do you think about an app for women only that they can rate the men that they've dated?
I like it. It's like what's it called?
Rate My Professor?
No. It's like Yelp reviews, but instead of a restaurant, you rate guys. Now, here's my question is, let's say a woman goes onto this T app and rates a guy. She has to say who the guy is, like give away his identity.
Yeah.
Is that allowed? You could do that, I guess. I guess you could say, "Hey, Joe Johnson is not a good guy. He did this, he did that. He was a jerk," and all this stuff. And you could just say all this. I mean, I guess if it's true, you can't. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. How do you avoid slander laws?
Right.
I don't know.
It's got to be all true. If it's anything fake, then it's slander.
But if it's an opinion or your experience, is that slanderous? It depends on what you say.
As long as it's accurate, it's not. I mean, if you say slander, I think only applies if you're making something up. Like if I say, you're, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I say if I go, all right, you're 80 years old. That's or something. If I say you're, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something
stupid,
ugly.
These are the things.
No, I say about like if I said, I don't know, you're guilty of insider trading or something, and if I made that up, you could, you would be able to sue me. But if I said you're a podcast host, and I tell everybody in the world you're a podcast host, you can't sue me for that. That's just what happened. That's just the truth.
Yeah. And isn't that TripAdvisor?
Yeah, exactly. It's just Yelp reviews for dating.
Yeah, to which Linda responded, DripAdvisor. To which Paul responded, CuckAdvisor.
They just get better and better. Now, here's the question.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you're a woman that wants to. You're on some other app. You're on Tinder or whatever app, and you're going to date this guy. Now, I guess the protocol or the procedure would be you take this guy's info, you plug it into Tea Party and see if he comes up.
Right. And not Tea Party, the Tea app.
No, whatever. I like Tea Party better. You have a
put an
Boston
all-in
Tea Party.
party.
You take the app, you throw it in the Boston Harbor.
The kids in their rock music, right? They're on the
With their
crack.
complicated shoes. But
Yeah. Yes, you pop it in and then you get the reviews.
So you do like a search. You search the guy's name and see
Yeah.
who reviewed him.
Kind of intriguing, isn't it? Kind of like, huh?
I got no problem with it. I feel like that's a step in the right direction. There was what was it? I forget what comedian it was. Either like Louis C.K. I think Louis C.K. said it. He's like, I don't know how women date. They have to, they have to trust men and go on a date with a guy and because he like the number one threat to women is men.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that?
That's how it starts. Yep.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't know how women go out on dates with men and like they have to trust them and get into their car and do all that. Like, the right direction. Rate the men, find out who the creeps are, and I think that's fine. Problem is, a perfectly nice guy, if someone just trashes him, that's
yeah, that's
just out of spite or something. I don't know.
Well,
but
I mean, you could say the same thing about a Yelp review too. Like you go to a restaurant, you have a great experience, then you go on Yelp to leave a nice review, and the review right before you is like the food was inedible, or and you're like, what? This place is great. Can you really trust some of those reviews? I got to tell you something. I've stopped reading reviews altogether, except for hotel rooms and like products. If I'm making like a big purchase, I
do reviews. I like to read reviews. I don't like if there's one or two. If there's like a few out of, I go with percentages. Like if there's like 5 bad reviews out of like 1,000, then I'm like, all right, there's allowed to be like the chef had a bad day or whatever happened. Someone got a bad product in the mail. Out of 1,000, that's pretty good. But if it's like out of 1,000, if 900 of them are bad, then that helps. I feel like then you can't do. So I'm all for. I like the idea of this app. I think it's a good idea. I think women reviewing men to find out who the creeps are, who the nice guys are, who's dateable, who's a jerk. I think it's a good idea.
Could be bad though if they get things wrong about people and ruin innocent people's lives. It could be really bad. But on the other hand, like to your point, not only are they pointing out the creeps, but think about the amount of time that you're actually saving for a woman.
Right.
It might take you 10 dates to realize a guy is a certain way, but if you read about it going into it, you can maybe get to all that stuff quicker or just say no and avoid it altogether,
Yeah.
And think about this. They don't share it with the guys. I'm kind of thinking, why not?
What do you mean?
Because wouldn't you like to read some reviews about you?
Well, can you go? You probably can't participate on the site, but can anybody go to the site and look up someone, or you have to be a member?
You got to be a member. But if you're a woman, like if you can't do it, you can get your sister to do it for you, or your cousin or whatever.
That's true. Would you? Yeah. So would it be beneficial for guys to be able to read their own reviews on this thing? Is that what you're saying?
I think it would. I think I would love. Here's the thing, and I don't know what this is, but I always want to know.
That's a problem, though. That could lead to problems. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Why? What problems?
It could lead to. Well, women might be afraid to leave reviews. Then, let's say the guy turns out, to be a jerk. Now, and I went out on a date with him, and I'm gonna write. I'm not gonna. Maybe if I know he could see it, I'm not gonna be honest in my review. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. There could be, but I'm also thinking too of like you're right. So it couldn't be like immediate, or maybe they wouldn't be able to see who it is.
Well, if the guy only went out with a handful of women, he's going to probably narrow it down.
Right. But I'm also because I was thinking of it from a perspective of, I dated 3 girls and they all said I was like selfish or I wasn't or whatever.
Yeah, and you're thinking of it from the let's help the guy get better.
Or yeah, how great is it to change bad behavior by giving you an honest review of, hey, it's not just Kimberly, it's Kimberly and 4 other girls giving you the same feedback.
I get it. But if you see my point of, what if the guy's a real creep and a real piece of shit?
This has got to be Kimberly. I'm gonna go stand outside of her apartment. Yeah.
Now that would put the woman at risk. So I could see the app not working as well that way.
I guess. See, you know what it should do? It should. Okay, let me amend it. Let's try and perfect this, Frank. We can do it. Me and you, buddy.
Okay.
The guys can't see their ratings, but if 3 or more women say the same thing, then they get a little anonymous email like, "Hey, this is what women think of you." You know, just why we surveyed a bunch of women who you dated. And this is what it is.
And you only get a survey after you've dated this many women. So so it could be any of them. But then I don't know, man. Again, that might be a case where
he's going to be like, I'm going to wait outside all 3 of those bitches' doors and wait for them to fucking come out. Yeah.
So you never know. I think that needs to be total. It has to be a totally anonymous because. Or I mean, I guess the guy, because you want the guy to get better, but I don't think this is the way to do it. No. I think this is the way for the women to be safer and to pick the right guy. This is not an app for the guys. This is an app for women. Maybe there's a different app that the guy can get better. Maybe but maybe there's an app where the guy, if you're looking for an app for the guy to improve his dating skills or whatever, maybe that's a different kind of app that the guy signs up for. And
if he wants but you know what, those shitty guys don't want the honest feedback. They don't want to know. They would never sign up for themselves.
No, I don't. Well, then they're not gonna. Then it's for people who want to improve. Like maybe they're, it's not for the shitty guy. The shitty guy is going to be shitty no matter what review he gets. It's for the guys that are just bad daters and don't know how to maybe have social anxiety, or they're, they just don't know etiquette, or, you know what I mean?
Now, Brooke said something that has captivated the live chat here. Brooke says, I met a guy with prison swastika tattoos.
Oof.
See? That's something you're going to want to, that would be great if it was on a little profile, like, oopsie, like, I'm not going to go out with Greg because
that's a T app. That's a T app red flag.
Yeah.
How did that, I mean, you met up with that guy? I mean, is that like he had no choice but to get those tattoos, or was that like
that should be an automatic red flag. That should be an automatic, Nazi,
Yeah,
Nazi,
not seeing that guy again.
Paul says Brooke needs a podcast. Yeah, I think so.
That's a story right there.
That's a story.
I mean, it's one of those. If it's on the T app, Brooke might not have. May not have gone out with that guy.
From Rhonda, was he a nice guy? I'm kind of curious about, like, was it like oh, swastika too? Yeah, that checks out. Or was it like what the fuck? Or was it what was it?
And was it like, let's see, my question before was, it was forced? He was forced to get it?
Good question.
Like, was he, like, I've seen Orange is the New Black and she gets like branded with it.
Yeah, sometimes those prison tattoos are not voluntary.
I would imagine sometimes that happens.
Guys, don't you be the guy sticking up for the swastika tattoo guy.
I am not sticking up for the swastika tattoo guy. I am not
doing that.
I am not.
Frank made me do it. He said we can't let our fellow brother go down. He just texted me. I'll show everybody at the end of the show.
And spoiler alert, he wasn't nice. He was horrible.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the next comment.
That makes sense. No, he was not nice. He advised me he couldn't date me because my daughter is Puerto Rican, but he'd still hook up with me and teach me about the heirs of my life. Good Lord, Brooke. Good job running away from that guy. See, this is the kind of thing the T app might have helped out with. So that's a guy to avoid.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, the Nazi tattoo is a dead giveaway of people to avoid. If you've got even if it's one of those cases where the Nazi tattoo was forced on the guy, you get that covered up when you get out of when you're done with when you're able to cover that, you get that removed right away.
I just, it's funny because I know parents who wind up dating always are upfront about that because they don't want to like mislead people. They'll say, "Hey, I have a son or a daughter." I just wonder how that date was going, where she's like, and you're okay that I have a daughter, and he's like, absolutely. Why would you think I would never? But just out of curiosity, though.
Good Lord. Yeah, that's a guy you run very far from.
I know on our dating app, you said you were okay with me having a daughter. I just want to make sure. She's like, no, believe me when I tell you, as long as she is of the pure race, we're fine.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a guy.
That's a Seinfeld bit. I don't know how it went down, Brooke, but if I was writing this for laughs, that's how I would write that.
That is awful. Yeah, good job spotting that red flag.
Just that whole, oh, he is a sweet. Oh no, it's the worst. It's the worst kind. See, that's why I always ask a follow up. That's why you always need to just take that extra mile, take that extra step, and just make sure somebody's not a horrible racist.
Yeah. So Brooke, I guess you can't sign up for the T app now because the big data breach, but that would be a bad review for this
Brooke,
guy.
Can you confirm or deny the way it came out that way? Because I would imagine, again, I feel like she would have said, "I'm a mom," and he would have been like, "Cool," to get the date, just to get and I would imagine that that's something that you follow up on the date. Like, are you okay with it? And then that's, if he said that horrible thing, I would imagine that's the moment that horrible thing came out, Yeah,
it's like, okay, date over.
She later wrote that he's not allowed to see 4 out of 5 of his children.
Oh, God.
All right, so this is a
I'll tell you what, he has mental problems right away when he realized he decided to have 5 children, because honestly, anybody who goes over 2, I just don't understand how you fucking, function. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. He knew my daughter was Puerto Rican. I was like, this can't be real. Oh, he already knew?
Oh yeah, he just want from the last thing that Brooke wrote, he just wanted to hook up.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I was gonna say, if I was writing this for comedy too, when he says she's Puerto Rican, she would be like, I know, it was a surprise to me too. Because obviously she knows. I'm just saying. That's how I would have wrote it.
Good job.
Thanks, man. I'm just, I'm just workshopping material.
I hear you. We're all, I got you. No, but in case anybody out there didn't know, run away from the swastika tattoo guys.
Oh, this is a good point from Christella. 4 out of 5. Why was he? How did that one kid slip by?
Yeah, that one kid is like, you know what, Dad? You're all right.
Yeah. Maybe it was maybe the kid was like 22 or something, and he's not technically a kid anymore. Maybe that's
like the worst fraction learning word problem ever.
Yeah.
If a Nazi's allowed to see 4 out of 5 of his kids, what percentage out of 100 kids is he allowed to see?
Credit Christella that none of us came up with that. That should have been an immediate reaction to that.
Yeah, why is he allowed to see that one kid?
Yeah,
and he's allowed to, he's allowed to not see the other 4.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I see. I see. What
you got that? All right.
That's really good, my friend. That's comedy. That's good.
Cool, Jerry.
Brooke, he tried to see me again after 2. Wow. That's how did that happen?
And she worked for CPS.
Oh wow.
What?
This is a podcast. Paul was right. This is a special podcast episode.
Yeah.
What's going on?
How did that go? Listen, I've been thinking about it, and despite the fact that you have a Puerto Rican daughter, I still would like to offer you the chance to sleep with me. What do you think about that? How does that sound?
What a enticing offer,
yeah.
Al.
Oh, okay. She hangs up the phone. I just got off the phone with Barry, and he's going to overlook the whole Puerto Rican child thing. And I think we're going to have a nice
This could
time.
be the one.
Just writing this show from hell where people lose their minds. All right, let's see. What else did Brooke say? I was like, why can't you see your kids restraining order?
Well, there's a story there.
How is that? That's not an answer. Why can't you see your kids restraining order? Yeah, no, that was already assumed in the question.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
What was
The next question is why restraining order?
Why restraining?
And I would imagine the fifth kid is probably from another mom. I mean, I'm sure the mom of the 4 kids maybe filed the restraining order, and the fifth kid's mom didn't somehow.
I don't know. There's endless possibilities. I think
Yeah. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, wait, did she say tattoos as in more than one? Because that's how do you go back for one? That's a commitment.
That's a Nazi and a half right there. That's not good.
I don't have any tattoos because I can't commit to. There's not one thing in my work. Put your mom, put your wife, put your children. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to care for them in 20, 30 years. I don't know if I'm going to want to see that shit on my own.
My mom turned out to be a jerk.
Yeah. What if I find out my mom helped Hitler? I'm fucked. I'll never work again.
What if I find out my mom suddenly had a swastika tattoo?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My mom had a swastika tattoo. It was a prison tattoo. It was forced on her. Do you believe in that? You buying this?
You buying this?
Yeah. That must be, could you imagine? That must be the excuse. Like, is that a swastika tattoo? Yeah, let me explain. It was forced on me in prison. It's not really, it's not how I feel.
I have to say, that's thing number one that you get fixed as soon as you leave prison. Yeah. I mean, as soon as you walk out the door, you go to whatever they do, either remove it or get something over it. Or in the show, in Orange is the New Black, they branded her with like a hot, I don't know, I guess a coat hanger or something, a piece of metal.
Yeah.
And she just finished, how swastika looks like. She just finished it to make it look like a window, like 4 boxes. So it covered it up. It wasn't. It didn't look like a swastika anymore. She just closed the lines around the edge.
Yeah, that's a good move too. I guess that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you cover it up. You get rid of it. That's not something you want to have. That's a terrible fucking thing.
I didn't think of a window. I was just trying to think of how I could turn it into one of those cool S's we used to draw with the
remember those?
Yeah, you put one of those.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Who started that? Where did that come from? And why was that such a popular thing?
But everybody in the country did it. Have you noticed that? Everybody.
It was a universal thing, and there was no internet, but we all did it. How did we all do it?
That was like the first viral thing, I bet, in the 90s.
It went everywhere, and we all were on the same page with it. I don't understand why we all did it. Like maybe it was a TV, was it in a TV show? I feel like I always thought of Superman when I drew it, but it wasn't the Superman S.
No, it wasn't. But I get it had some of the same kind of lines as the outside. Yeah, I get that.
But it wasn't that. But for some reason, everybody did it. I wonder if it was not just America. How far around the world did that go? Did people all around the world do that?
I don't know. But you look at all that stuff when it's on like social media now, and people from all over the world are like, "I had that. I remember that." It's unbelievable.
The people around the world that are watching this, I'm going to draw it. Did you do this as well?
Live artwork. Describe what you're doing as if you were Bob Ross.
Putting a happy little line here. And
3 happy little parallel lines.
This is our world and this thing.
That thing, yeah. Which I could almost argue is an 8 as well. But yeah, it's an S.
Yeah, like with that line going behind it. Like this line coming back here.
But I think that line went horizontal. I don't know if it was like that.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're talking about
that line in the top. Yeah, that line
and this.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Instead of the point. Yeah, maybe. But did people, I mean, we did it growing up. How far around the world did this go? Did people in different countries do this? Is my question. And I wonder. And this was the 90s, I guess that went around.
That was the 90s. Yeah, that was the 90s for sure. Just to wrap up the T app, Frank, this is unbelievable. I go on Twitter and I'm like, somebody created the answer to the T app. So the T app is for women only to rate men that they've dated. So an answer to that would be for men only to rate women that they dated.
It's the Teabag app?
No.
Oh, okay.
Box score.
Oh, man.
I looked at that and I went, no way this is real.
That's
and then I look at the thing next to it and they're like, look at this guy is like, here it is. And I look at the thing next to it and I'm like, oh my God, look at this. It's real. And then I searched for it on the App Store and it is not real.
That's not real. Okay. It's not real.
But what a thing to call that. I was like, what?
That's
what is happening? Because we're a week removed from the Disney dating app for single Disney people. They called that Single Riders. I'm like, that's the greatest name you could name an app for Disney adults to date each other. Single Rider.
Single Riders. Oh, that's funny. That's
friggin' great. Brilliant.
That's clever.
Completely brilliant. And then box score on the same level of brilliant, but really on the side of raunchy. It didn't hit me at first. And then you look at it and you're like, is that a flower logo? I mean, for real. How did anybody think? But for like an hour, this guy had the internet believing that this was real.
I didn't hear any of this.
Like I looked at it and thought it was, when I saw the screenshot, I was like, but I had the right state of mind to go and just confirm that it was not real because I couldn't believe it until I actually saw it in the App Store. But if you go and you look at all the comments coming in, it took people a little while to catch on that this was not a real thing. So I hope the T thing works out good. I think that, people are going to get pissy and offended by that, but I think you're going to wind up saving time. Women are going to wind up saving time, and I think men are going to wind up appreciating that actually in the long run.
I think women need to as much protection and help, and I think this is a good thing. Women helping women find better partners, better men to date. I think this is a positive.
Well, and think about it this way too. If there was a way to have an app where every bit of information you put in there had to be confirmed and like vetted, so you had to tell the truth, think about how much time you would save that way. Because everybody goes on these apps and they put their best foot forward, and they put the picture of them from a wedding where they're like, it's all the makeup, they got a haircut, their beards, they're wearing nice clothes. Like it should be an app where you have to immediately honestly tell the truth. And it's pictures of you on a random Sunday night on the couch after you had too many Doritos, that's the shot that you should have to find your significant other with, because that's the real shit.
Yeah. I get you.
So I don't know why I was so passionate about that, but I'm glad that Erin is here and ready to start our game time.
Okay. I was going to say, what?
Erin thinks I'm right, by the way. Right, Erin? You were with me on that whole thing?
Sure.
I stopped listening, by the way.
Thanks.
This was kind of a funny, hilarious show, though. Do you still want to do the game? Because I usually the game is like a pick me up. Well, no, I'm just saying usually the game is like a pick me up after all the serious stuff. So if you want to save it for.
No, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Well, I need the game. What are you talking about? I need the.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm absolutely insane. Don't write that on your site. Don't tell people how crazy I am. Okay.
Good host thinks she's insane.
Yeah, I'm insane. So this is going on with the alphabetical blind top 5.
Yeah.
Devotees may know that I can write a million of these, but I can't explain them. So take it away.
Okay. This is the AOA blind top 5. We have to rank 5 things without knowing what's coming next. You can play along.
Okay, we've been going alphabetically, and tonight is R and S if we have time for S, and both of them have 8 entries. So if you could please number your papers from 1 to 8. And for R, we are doing R co-stars. So I'm going to name, this is like roles that you would like to play in movies. I'm going to name a star, male or female, that starts with their first name starts with the letter R. Then I'm going to describe the type of movie and the role you would be playing. And then I'm going to describe the type of role that it is. And you put that, they're all different roles that you would play in a movie. These are pretend you want to be an actor. What role do you think you'd be strong at? What role do you think that you would have a little bit more trouble doing? Okay.
And are these real roles that happened, or are these roles that they're real roles?
I made up the movies.
Okay. You made up the movie. Oh, gotcha.
Cool.
So they're not, okay. So they're, okay. So this is who you would be, and who you'd be playing.
Yeah. So it's as usual. After the first one, you'll get it.
Got it.
So, okay. So number one is the co-star is Reese Witherspoon. You'd be in a romantic comedy where she's chasing the wrong guy and the right guy is right in front of her, and you play the wisecracking best friend. So all of these are gender neutral. It's a comedic role, and you can show off your comedy chops. Do you think you'd be good at that? Do you think you'd be bad at that? Do you think you'd be in the middle of that? Frank, I'm guessing, would put it in the middle because he always puts things in the middle. Yeah. But I don't know, you are very comedic, but you are comedic. So let's see.
So this is not how much I want that role. It's
how you think you'd enjoy it or you'd be good at it.
I don't think I'd be good at anything. So this is kind of unfair for me.
But how much you want it? Really, it's just make the game work for you, babe.
All right, because I would love to do this. I feel like winning Reese Witherspoon's affection is...
No, that's not you. You're the sidekick.
I know, but I'm the one. I'm trying to convince her I'm the one, not the boyfriend.
No.
Oh, what?
You're the comic relief sidekick.
Jokes the whole time.
Pay attention.
Oh, I'm Ducky?
You're Ducky.
And I don't get her in the end? Or do I get her?
No, your friend gets her. So I get her in the end.
Oh, that's even worse if it's you. Jesus Christ. Oh, this sounds horrible. Damn it. But I'm the funny guy.
You're the comic relief in the rom-com.
Yes.
But I'm essentially the cuck. I'm getting cucked out.
Boy.
No, because she's not going out with you.
Look, Paul just said it. See, that wasn't even me. Paul just wrote side cuck. I'm getting you're getting side cuck.
You might be side cucked, but you're not officially cucked because she was never going out with you.
Erin, is the name of this film Side Cuck?
Yes, it is. I'm surprised you guessed it. The name of this movie is Side Cuck.
I didn't guess it.
How would you like to play the comic relief in a movie called Side Cuck?
Well, now we're going to have a big built-in audience with that name. I mean, they're going to be disappointed when there's no chair and shit, but still.
Oh, boy.
There might be a chair. I'm putting Side Cuck at 3.
Girls can be the wisecracking sidekick. Men can be girls, boys, men, women. The point is that it's just you're not the romantic interest. And do you think you would be good at that role, Rhonda? That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah. It's kind of a little all over the place.
You're the funny best friend in a rom-com starring Reese Witherspoon, someone else. You're just the funny best friend that gets to be the comic relief.
Mm-hmm. And hey, Rhonda, you are our Reese. Okay, you are Reese to us. So
yes. There you go. Also, if you guys don't like this one, S is a hell of a lot more straightforward. So hang in there.
I like this. I like this one.
Too many layers. That's why I like it. Wait, I didn't get where did Frank put it?
I know. I'm sorry.
I did 3. Anthony, what's yours?
I don't know. I didn't write anything yet. This is hard.
I think I'd be a good funny sidekick guy.
That's what she said.
I'm trying to figure out if there's going to be other comic reliefs because I'd like to be the comic relief. I think I'd be good at it.
That's who you are.
But I don't know if it's going to be a better situation. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's hard. This is difficult. I'm going to go 5. Reese at 5.
Okay.
I put it at all right, I'll name it Reese, not sidekick.
Okay. Yeah. Please for later. Right. Less to blur out.
That's Reese.
Less to blur out.
That's not a good scratch out.
That's not a good scratch out there.
That's like watching porn on the Scrambled channel. You could see it. You know what's going on.
I could see a nipple.
That wasn't a good scramble.
All right, how's that? A little better.
Is that a nipple? Oh my God, I sent my nephew this card.
Calling me Nip. All right. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Okay, the second actor is Robert De Niro. In this movie, he plays, and he's 81 now. So he plays an 81-year-old serial killer who hasn't killed in 20 years. And you play the son or daughter that's beginning to put together the pieces. This is a dramatic role.
Okay,
So you play Robert De Niro's son or daughter.
Mm-hmm. And he's 81. So everyone in the chat could play his son or daughter. I just know it.
Okay. So Robert De Niro.
Okay,
I'd love to.
Give me the plot again. What happens?
Robert De
He's
Niro's
an
a serial
81-year-old
killer.
serial killer who hasn't killed in 20 years, but you play the son or daughter that's beginning to put together the pieces. That he's the serial killer that people have been trying to catch for a long time, despite the fact that he's been dormant for 20 years. I'm writing this next.
That is good. So I am discovering my dad is the serial killer.
Yes.
Right. I'm putting that at 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. Me and Robert De Niro. I mean, I take him down, and the dramatic role. That'd be fun. That'd be a good one.
For the young out there, you can be the granddaughter or a grandson.
That's a good point. It's De Niro.
It doesn't matter.
De Niro. It's a out of the ordinary De Niro role. He's not playing a mob guy or.
I hate the role. And the role is I can't do that. When you discover it, you gotta be like, you gotta look, but you're like, I can't do that. Like that wasn't.
No, you gradually discover.
And you got to give the face that you gave when you found out about the prison swastika tattoo. Just in your face.
I give a face.
You had like the emoji, like with for the surprised. Your mouth was like it was very, very wide, and you were very, very surprised.
You look like a sex doll.
That would be me on set, and you discover Robert De Niro's the killer. Okay, cut. Is that how you're really going to do it?
You do the Home Alone.
All right, Macaulay. Let's give Macaulay 5, everybody. It's 5 on Macaulay over here.
Yeah. Anthony, we need to talk. Come over here, please.
How did you get this role? How did you get cast?
Well, it started with a blind top 5, and then here I am.
Thanks for asking. It actually starts with 2 prison swastika tattoos.
Oh, God.
Strap in. Ready for this story. I'm going to put De Niro at 6. I want to work with De Niro. I would just be god awful at the role.
Are you going to be good at any of these roles?
The comedic I can get. I think I could do comedic. I think I could do serious, but discovering dad's a serial killer, I don't think I have the depth for that.
Yeah, right. All right.
And Frank, where'd you put yours, babe?
I put it at 2. Robert De Niro's at 2 for me.
He just wants to lead De Niro. That's all that is.
I would love to act alongside De Niro. That'd be great.
Okay. Number 3 is Rachel McAdams. She has made she has made 3 movies where someone time travels, either her or other people, which is just kind of a strange niche to be in. So for this one, her 4th, you play the zany scientist who created the time travel machine or conduit. Think Doc Brown from Back to the Future, but zanier.
That's what I'm
zanier than Doc Brown?
Yeah, you got to go real, real wide with it, real broad. Who thinks they can play zany?
Oh, I could do that, but man, that's a lot to have on your shoulders, that role, to be zanier than Doc Brown and carry the movie.
Yeah, how do you out Doc Brown? Because that's what anybody who plays that part has got to be thinking that. I got to be better than Doc Brown.
Yeah, and this is a comedy, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Zany.
Yeah.
That's what was so unbelievable about Heath Ledger. How do you take that role after Jack Nicholson? Like, it's like, I guess the movie was going to be darker, so maybe it's easy. Like, you've already kind of chosen your path, but I don't know. The Michael Keaton Batman was pretty dark. The first one.
It was very Tim Burton dark. It's true, but this was like it was dark, but it wasn't as gothy.
Mm-hmm.
The original Batman, the Batman with Michael Keaton, was kind of gothy. So this,
it was also more dramatic. I think Nolan's is based more in reality, and Burton was trying to make a comic book come to life.
That's true. I'll give you. Yeah, Nolan kind of had there was a reason for every piece of equipment, and they explained all of Batman's. This is why he has a mask. This is why he has wings. This is why. Like, all right, I got it. But it was great. I enjoyed all the explanation. But coming back to Rachel McAdams, I'm putting that at 4. I think I would love to try the wacky, zany, crazy scientist that makes the. I feel like you're going to hit a home run and do the Heath Ledger thing, or you're going to be so zany and wacky that you're never going to get catch for anything ever again.
Yeah. What's that guy who played Lex Luthor and sucked?
Yeah.
Kevin
Spacey.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah.
See, what I'm thinking of is Son of the Mask. You don't want to Jamie Kennedy this.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
All right. You want to Jim Carrey it, not Jamie Kennedy it.
How do you take that? I mean, you just there's no way. You can't.
No way.
Can't be done.
You can't follow up Jim Carrey with a Jamie Kennedy.
Awful. I'm putting Rachel McAdams at 3. I think I could pull off zany enough, especially to be funny.
Nice.
Her, yeah, I'm feeling confident in that. I don't know why.
Wacky scientists don't get laid. Who said that? Paul. All right.
Look at that. Doc Brown had 2 kids at the end of the 3rd movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Got that Mary, what's her name?
Clara.
Steenburgen.
Hell yeah.
Damn right.
Okay. Number 4, the actor is Robert Downey Jr. The movie is Sherlock Holmes, whatever number this would be. And you play the villain in this one.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were
cunning,
going to say...
intelligent, and serious. Cunning, intelligent, and serious.
Oh, I like this.
I thought you were going to say the assistant there. What's his name?
Watson,
yeah.
So are you Moriarty or are you just a different... Because they already had a Moriarty for
You're a new villain.
For Robert Downey Jr. A new villain.
Oh, fuck. This sounds great.
And don't say Cuckyarty. We're all there. We get it. But
now,
I beat you to it.
Do you have to do an English accent?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm loving this.
This is a good one. Man.
You know why? I feel like menacing villains don't really need to say a lot either. You could play this small and it'll play.
Here's the other half of it, though. You might not get a lot of screen time if he's trying to figure out who the villain is. You might not appear till like the second half of the movie.
That's good though. That's what I need. I don't need a lot of time. I need a quick short. Oh, my thank you. Appreciate that.
Look at this. What is that?
That was scary, is what that was. Don't ever do that again.
That's a frozen mother. Yeah.
Cuddles found out I got the new Robert Downey Jr. movie, and we're celebrating.
Hey, congrats, man.
Yeah, and plus it's Downey. Like, do you need a lot of screen time with Downey? Let him be Downey, and then you're just like, oh, that guy's good too. You know.
I'm putting that at number 1.
I didn't see you were drinking anything, and the way that you said, "Thank you," like whatever the way you said those 3 lines, I thought that you were trying to be the villain, and I thought it sounded pretty scary.
Thank you.
That's why I said, "Don't ever do that again." And then I realized you were drinking something, and I was like, he wasn't even trying.
Oh, I thought the fact that he grabbed a glass of something out of nowhere,
a mystery
out of like
the
void.
That's what it was too.
You conjured it out of the void.
That's a good margarita. Let me tell you something. I'm about to announce the recipe for this margarita, but I'm going to refine it a little bit. But we're doing something to the margaritas over here. I'm telling you, people, game changer. Subtle game changer.
Cuckarita.
That's good. I like that a lot. I'm going to put Cuckarita at number 1. It's me and Rita Moreno. We star in a wacky off the wall dance rom-com thing.
It's a Cuckarita.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. I'm going to put 2, and I would be with you at 1, Frank. Except I fear that there's 4 more to go.
The perfect role is coming down the road for you.
It might be. I think it might be, but that's a good one.
This is rare for me. I've filled up 1, 2, 3, and 4 already.
Wow.
I'm a little nervous here that I screwed myself here.
Yeah, you might have. What is Sherlock loved those old nose beers? Is that like Coke? Does that mean like Coke? A nose beer?
I've never heard it called that, but I think that's what they mean.
Because that's a great. I've never heard it called that either, but that's a fun way to refer to Coke. It's a nose beer.
Unless he likes drinking beer up his nose.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Which is. Go ahead.
No, this week I heard somebody refer to cocaine as Santa's ass dandruff, and somebody was like, "No one's ever called it that. Like, don't call it that."
Ass dandruff.
Santa's ass dandruff. It's like, yeah, that's what we called it in the '80s, and someone from the '80s was like, "No, we did not."
Thank you, Matt, for confirming that for us slower people. Okay, so now we know nose beers.
Nose beers. Okay,
we're gonna go. We're gonna go out for nose beers next week.
I'm good.
I think that Dr. Nosebeers is the name of the villain, just so you guys can prepare.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Okay. All right. Number 5, our actor or actress is Rhea Perlman. And the movie is called The Tortellis, the movie. Carla from Cheers is now a great-grandmother, and all 4 generations are living under the same roof. And yes, she's still working at Cheers. You play the neighbor who gets invited over a lot, a comedic role, a little slapsticky. Think Kramer. Think.
Damn it!
Wow.
That's my role.
This is a TV show. I thought this was
it's a movie. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
I mean, I can't break the pattern now.
Good. I'm glad you did. You passed the test. You didn't bend. Stick to your guns. Stick to your nose beers, Aaron.
Yeah, we'll do.
Damn
Frank,
it!
This is
this is right up my alley here.
You don't have anything open on the top.
No, I got to put it at 5 because that's the highest one I got.
Oh, that's hard.
I screwed myself good here. To be a part of Cheers lore.
What if I put it at number 1? Will that make you feel worse?
I'd have to, and this whole friendship.
You sit there and be going, I could have done this so much, but I can't believe he got it. This is
I can't believe this piece of crap is on a Rhea Perlman show, and I'm sitting here watching it like a schmuck.
He didn't even know when Aaron started reading the thing that this was the Cheers person. It took him 3 minutes to put it together.
He still doesn't know which person in Cheers this is.
No, not 100% sure.
You jerk.
I bet you. No, this would be good. She's still married to Danny DeVito, right? He'd probably be in it too.
Well, he was never in the Cheers.
I know, but you think she's going to star a movie now and he's not going to be there? That's a package deal. That's like a 2 for 1.
Who would be in it would probably be Ted Danson and
maybe Larry David.
Okay,
maybe he would be in it there. Larry Danson's in Larry David's show. I'm gonna put this at a number 7 because I like to be the Kramer, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like Rhea. I don't think Rhea Perlman has box office appeal. To be honest with you.
Oh, your standards are too high.
Yeah. Well,
I've never acted in a thing in my life.
I don't think anybody outside of you knows who that is. To be totally honest.
No, stop it.
That's silly. Don't say that.
Everybody knows who Rhea Perlman is.
When was the last time she was in anything?
Let's see. She's in some Star Wars stuff that you don't know.
All right, live chat right now. Write 1 if you know who Rhea Perlman is. Write 2 if you do not know who Rhea Perlman is. And
I know, but I think that's what people are put in the lists. Use 2 other words.
Oh, it's already out there. Sorry, we can't pull it back now. There's already people.
All right, fine.
And also put 2 if you're like, what does she look like again? If you even got there, that's a 2. That's a 2.
Yes, she's in Matilda. Brooke, yes. Christella knows.
Nope, she was trying to confirm. That was not confident. She was trying to confirm.
And I said yes.
Matt said 2. All right, got a couple ones.
Christella 1. Robin 1. All right.
I think it's 2-2 right now.
She's in different episodes of TV shows every now and then. She cameo or appears in a bunch of them.
It's 4-2.
Yeah, people know Rhea Perlman.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah, you made fun of my number 5 actor, and you're gonna start to feel real bad because number 6 was made just for you.
Okay.
So it's prepare to feel really badly about our friendship.
Okay.
Number 6 is Ryan Phillippe, and he is in a movie called Smug. It's kind of like Air. You remember that movie about Air Jordans or Ford versus Ferrari?
Love that.
You play a fragrance creator with a new scent called Humble, only for Ryan Phillippe's character to come out with a rival cologne named Smug. The idea of this is you play the co-lead in this. And I called it Smug because that's what Anthony thinks of when he sees Ryan Philippe.
Yeah. 8. Number 8.
So
terrible.
So you're the rival cologne maker.
Yeah, I'm not
like
co-starring.
Envy, like Air, like Ford versus Ferrari. You're the co-lead with Ryan Philippe.
Yeah, I'm not co-starring with Ryan Philippe. I'm not sharing a marquee with him. I'm turning this role down. I'm just say that. But he's going to be 8 because he stinks. I don't love the role sharing it with him.
What if you're the winner at the end of the movie?
No, because she said he like beat you. You're laying down.
No, I didn't say that.
You said he comes out with another one.
Yeah,
but doesn't mean he wins. Doesn't mean he wins the battle.
So what's going to win, Humble or Smug?
Like Ford versus Ferrari. Is Humble going to be the top cologne, or is Smug going to be
the Smug guy? Always wins. That's how Ford versus Ferrari ended too.
Oh, boy.
Spoiler alert again.
Sorry.
I'm Smug. I'm not a huge Ryan Philippe fan.
Who is?
Right.
Besides Aaron.
No, I'm not. That's the whole point. Everyone was going to love you because you're the co-lead in a movie and the other person everybody hates. But I was trying to give you guys a gift. You punted it. So here we are with 7.
That's a good point. I did punt it. I didn't think I'd be coming through shining like the winner there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe pay attention.
That's not your fault, Aaron. Don't be hard on yourself. That was my own,
Well, a lot of 10s, a lot of not a good films. Oh my goodness. All right. I guess we'll move on.
I put it at 8 as well because I'm not a big Ryan Philippe fan.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Number 7 is Rose Byrne. She's only been in one scary movie, but I found it pretty scary. So she's back with another one, and you play the scary entity. We're talking a lot of time in the makeup chair and a scary voice.
Oh, makeup chair. Mm-hmm.
That's fun. I'll do that.
If there's one thing I learned from my friend Jim Carrey, it's you don't want to be in that makeup chair for too long. That's a lot of work. Now, who's Rose Byrne? Can I look at this up? Can I see a face?
You can look her up. She's a big deal.
She's a big deal?
She's in a lot of stuff.
She was in Insidious, and that was a scary movie to me, so that's why I thought of her for this.
Insidious?
Yeah, Insidious.
She sure was. That was
B-U-R-N? Oh, wait, B-Y-R-N-E? She's Australian?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, mate. We're going to be in a horror movie together. It's going to be lots of crocs. The crocodile. Is the killer a crocodile?
You're offending an entire continent right now.
Oh, am I? Sorry, Oceania.
He doesn't even talk like that.
All right. There's a killer on the loose. All right, then.
The killer dingo.
Well, basically, you'd be chasing her around and she'd be screaming in Australian.
Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne is fucking hot.
So now you know who she is?
She's a really good looking. What do I know her in?
She's in a lot of stuff.
I know. She's been in a ton of stuff.
Bridesmaids, Damages.
Bridesmaids. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Insidious.
Insidious.
I like the way you say Insidious.
Me too. I like this.
I don't think I've seen Insidious. Oh, okay. Neighbors. I saw that. I know her from that.
Yeah, you know her from Bridesmaids. She's the rival bridesmaid, the one that tries to steal all the attention.
Yeah, the one that's driving. What's her name? Crazy. The arch enemy. Yeah.
Right, Kristen Wiig. So I put that at 6. So I would like to be. I like the makeup chair, crazy, scary stuff. That'd be fun.
Oh.
There's only one space left, right, guys?
Yeah, I only have 1 and 4 left, and I'm going to put Rose Byrne in 4.
Do you have number 1 left?
Right in front of Reese Witherspoon and Robert De Niro.
I have number 7 available right now. This is my list so far.
Okay, I have number 1.
You can stop scrolling Rose Byrne. You're good. You can stop scrolling Rose Byrne now.
Is it still? I didn't even realize. I took it off the screen.
I thought you were still scrolling.
It's
Sorry,
not off the screen.
It's not off the screen. Are you sure?
I'm still looking at it.
Me too.
Hold on. How about now?
No, she's still there.
No.
Now it's your search history.
Okay, now it's gone.
I mean, your screen is still on the screen.
Oh my God! Wait, no, you can still see this. Oh shit! Stop it! Wait, stop it. Okay, sorry.
You're an asshole.
I think she's like naked now. All right, there we go.
Well, I did Google Roseburn naked, so basically that was the bit. All right, go ahead, Aaron.
So there's one spot left, and the last actor is Richard Dreyfuss, and this is for Jaws the musical.
Oh no!
Jaws the musical.
You play Richard Dreyfuss's new partner as you hunt for the fish, all while singing and some dancing on the boat.
Oh my God! Oh, this
Congrats,
is the
Dan.
worst list ever. That was the biggest Aaroning of all time. That
Jaws the musical.
What's a word? I mean, that was Rocky getting beaten to death by this was Carl Weathers in fucking Rocky 3 or 4, whatever it was. 4. Oh my God! Just watch me die.
There's a shark over there, and I don't think the mayor cares.
That was brilliant.
Thank you.
That is really good. You just come up with that just now?
I did just come up with that. I didn't know there was Jaws the musical.
It's not bad.
What number was yours?
Boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Mine was 7 above Ryan Phillippe.
Too bad. You'd be good at that.
Mine was
love
1.
to.
It could have been.
I would
more
actually, I would enjoy it, even though it would be a box office disaster. But I would still enjoy doing it.
It sounds like a box. What would you put number 1 now that you know everything?
Now that I know everything, I
down
would
to Jaws and Rhea Perlman.
no. I think I don't know. I'd probably go with De Niro, Robert Downey Jr. I have Robert Downey Jr. at number 1, so I think I'm happy with that. And I'd probably put Rhea Perlman at like 3 or 4. But yeah, the serious, dramatic, I think I'd be good. And I like the comedy stuff too. So I don't know. It's all good. I think they're all good. Richard Dreyfuss one with, the Jaws the musical is, again, it'd be fun to do. But I don't think it would do very well.
How would that get greenlit? I mean, when you think about it,
I don't know, man.
That'd be a rough little go.
I mean, I could see like all of a sudden someone throws us a top hat and cane and we're on the boat. Dun, 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 dun. I think it would be great. I'd watch it.
Nobody bother Frank this weekend. He's going to be writing Jaws the musical. Everybody else have an excellent weekend. I don't think we can do us, right? We'll just hang it for next time.
Oh, that's your call.
I don't know. It's shorter.
You can't see my computer screen can you?
Yes.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? How do you not know what's on the screen?
I don't know why that keeps happening.
Yes.
Sorry.
What's going
the
on?
S list is number it from 1 to 8, and it's screens that Anthony didn't know we saw. But no, it's not really that. We'll save it for next time. Everyone have a good weekend.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me be part of this. Bye.
Great job, hon.
Oh, don't go anywhere though, because they're having a 2-minute post-show panel.
Got it. Let's do it.
What are we doing?
Cooking up those secret plans, those super secret plans
that Frank doesn't know about. Apparently, you do.
What do we do? I don't know what we're doing.
Well, hang in there.
Frank doesn't know what's going on unless put it in a Rhea Perlman script, Aaron, and then maybe he'll read it. Maybe then.
Wait, are you going to tell them?
Well, I'm not going to tell them now. Everybody else can still hear. We don't want to tell all the people just yet, do we?
Huh? Oh, I guess not. Okay, hang in for next week. We'll have an announcement, I guess.
Yes.
What the hell is going on? What did we just do? I think I know what this is about, but I don't know why we're not announcing it.
Just tell the people about the book, Frank. Just tell them about how good the book is.
Buy Oval, everyone. Written by Aaron C. Link in the description below. It's available on Amazon to buy a hard copy like Anthony's holding up or a digital download. It's a great book written by Aaron herself, available right now. Go pick it up today.
Yes, there you go. Okay. S Blind Top 5 next week. and a special announcement to go along with that, which will be a whole lot of fun. Until then, everybody have a lovely weekend. Stay safe out there, and we'll be back with you on Monday.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should go now.
Go ahead.